So welcome back. We're going to work with linear equations in a little bit different format. We're going to work with what we call standard form of a linear equation. Standard form of a linear equation has this look: ax plus by equals c. That should look a lot like, because that's what our last several examples were already in standard form, and we put them into slope-intercept form. Now they want us to kind of do this a little bit differently. They actually want us to put them in like slope-intercept form and then make them go back into what we call standard form. So let's see what we can come up with. So standard form, we have ax plus by equals c. A, b, and c are going to be integers. Also, it's to note that a is going to be a positive integer. So let's see what they gave us here. They gave us a point, 3, -1, and they gave us a slope of -1. So what we want to do is write the equation in standard form for the line that passes through the given point and has the given slope. So our strategy on this example is we want to use the slope-intercept form to kind of create what we call a linear equation, and then we'll kind of work from there. So the first thing I picked up on is I know the slope is -1, so I can substitute that in for m. So what I have now is we have y is equal to -1 x plus b. So we knew the value for x, so we can replace that m with a -1. So we're now at this spot. The next thing I can do is I can use the ordered pair for x and y. Remember, in an ordered pair, that first number is an x value and that second number is a y value. So in this ordered pair, let's not forget that this first value is my x value, that second number is my y value. So I can replace that -1 in for my y, and I can replace x with a 3, so I have a -1 times 3 plus b. So what I can do now is solve for b. So to solve for b, we still got to simplify this -1 times 3. So I'm going to have a -1 equals -1 times 3 is -3 plus b. And again, to get b by itself, remember we can just use the zero pair to get that out of the way. So I can add a 3 to both sides. And we can see that a -1 and a 3 is going to become a 2. The -3 and 3 will zero out, and I have my value for b. So what I end up with then is my equation is going to be then y equals -1x plus 2, or y equals -x plus 2. Since 1 really doesn't carry any extra value there, I can just write that as just x instead of 1x. So right now, our integers for a, b, and c, notice that since there's not a number in front of y, it's understood to be a 1. X is going to be a -1, and there's my c is my constant. So to be in what we call standard form, the x and y have to be on the same side of the equation. So what I need to do is get this over here on the same side as x, or on the same side as y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zero out the x over here. I'm going to add an x here, but as long as I add an x to this other side as well. So now we have x and a y. Notice how standard form, I like to have x first, y second. So what I'm going to have then is x plus y, and again that zeroed out, and you have is equal to 2. So x plus y equals 2. That is going to be our what we call standard form. It's in that form of ax plus by is equal to c. So again, notice that the a, b, and c, the a is actually a 1. The number in front of x is understood to be a 1 there. The value in front of b is understood to be a 1. And of course our constant is a 2. So those are all positive integers. The key is these all have to be whole numbers, positive, negative whole numbers, which we call integers. But more importantly, the number in front of x has to be positive to be what we call standard form. So we are good to go. Let's see if we can do another example.